Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're going beyond just the Blade Runner movies.
Right.
We're digging into the original source, Philip K. Dick's 1968 novel, Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep?
A truly groundbreaking book.
Right, absolutely. Our mission really is to see how this story shook up science fiction and why its big questions, about what it means to be human, still hit home today.
And you have to start with the setting Dick creates. It's key. We're talking post-nuclear war, San Francisco, World War terminus, he calls
The
it.
career stuff.
Yeah, the Earth's atmosphere is dangerously radioactive. So society's pushing everyone to emigrate, go off-world to the colonies.
And this ties into the whole animal situation, right?
Exactly. Because of the war and the fallout, most real animals are extinct or close to it. Owning a live animal becomes this massive status symbol,
Yeah.
the ultimate luxury.
Okay, so if you're rich, you get a real cat or something, but what about everyone else?
Well, that's where the electric imitations come in. Very realistic fakes. Our
Right.
main character, Rick Deckard, he actually owns an electric sheep.
Right, and he hates it.
He does. He's a bounty hunter, and he's desperate for the reward money from his next job. He needs to retire. That's the euphemism for kill these escaped androids.
Also, he can buy a real animal.
A real Nubian goat,
Yeah.
specifically. For his wife, Iran, who's deeply depressed, he thinks a real animal might, help her.
So his motivation is tied directly to this obsession with authenticity.
Completely. And this job involves the Nexus 6 androids. They're the latest model, and they are almost indistinguishable from humans.
Which brings us to the test, doesn't it? The Voight-Kamp test.
Is the infamous test. It's supposed to identify androids by measuring empathy, or rather, the lack of it.
How does it work exactly? I mean, how reliable is it supposed to be?
Well, that's the million-dollar question in the book. It measures tiny, involuntary physiological responses, blushing, pupil dilation to emotionally charged questions, often about animal suffering. The theory is androids can fake emotion, but they can't genuinely feel empathy.
But it gets complicated fast.
Immediately, Deckard goes to the manufacturer, the Rosen Association, to check the test's baseline.
And he tests Rachel Rosen.
Who runs the test for them? And, surprise, surprise, she fails it. She's a Nexus 6 herself.
So the creators of the androids are already trying to undermine the only tool the humans have to identify them.
Pretty much. And then it gets even weirder. Deckard gets picked up and taken to this police station.
Which turns out to be completely fake.
Right. Run by androids. It's this incredible paranoid twist.
Huh.
They actually accuse Deckard of being an android with fake memories implanted.
Talk about an identity crisis. It's not just the androids questioning who they are.
No, it absolutely flits onto the humans.
Yeah.
At this fake station, Deckard works briefly with another bounty hunter, Phil Rush. Deckard tests him.
What happens?
Rush passes. He's human. But the test results show he has almost zero empathetic response. He enjoys killing. He's basically a sociopath.
So the human can be less empathetic than the machines he hunts.
Exactly. And then Deckard tests himself, just to be sure after all that. He passes too. He's human, but he finds himself feeling, well, empathy for the androids he's supposed to retire.
That line just keeps blurring.
And then Rachel Rosen comes back into it, after Deckard sleeps with her. A very complicated scene.
Uh-huh.
She admits she's programmed to do that with bounty hunters, to basically compromise them emotionally, makes them quit.
Wow.
But then later, after Deckard finally gets his real goat, Rachel finds it, pushes it off the roof, kills it. Just pure revenge.
Oh, man. That's brutal. It really lands that central theme, doesn't it?
It does. Critics point out Dick seems to intentionally make the androids, who just want to live,
Yeah.
seem arguably more human in their desires and fears than some of the actual humans.
Like Resh.
Like Resh, or even Deckard at times. The androids become, as one critic treated, a mirror held up to human action in a society losing its own empathy.
And you can see the massive influence this had. People call it a cornerstone of the whole cyberpunk genre.
Absolutely, a founding document even. You've got the high-tech, low-life thing down perfectly.
Yeah.
Off-world colonies, super advanced androids.
Mixed with constant rain, urban decay, pollution, that whole aesthetic.
That's the basic model right there. And the animals, or lack thereof, are central. It's about human alienation, resisting the commodification of life itself. Deckard's whole journey is tied up in that.
It's fascinating how the film Blade Runner took this core, but went its own way too, and now the book often uses the Blade Runner title.
Yeah, the film's legacy kind of folded back onto the novel's marketing.
So, if we boil it down, the big question the book leaves you with is, if the main thing separating you from a machine is empathy, especially for animals, what does it mean when the animals themselves might be fake? when your deepest emotional connection could be to an imitation.
And Dick drives that home right at the very end. Deckard is out in the wasteland feeling utterly defeated, and he finds a toad, an animal thought to be totally extinct.
A moment of hope.
Seems like it. He brings it home, feeling maybe something real survived, but then his wife checks it and finds the control panel. It's electric. Just another incredibly convincing fake.
Wow. So even that last potential connection to something authentic.
Is revealed to be artificial. So the question for you, the listener, to really chew on is, in a world saturated with perfect imitations, is achieving genuine authentic being even possible? Or is the simulation all there is?